my fellow 8th graders. My name is Joseph Kueker. Have you ever wondered who's in charge of writing a company's budget? Well, that is the job of a financial manager. There are several different types of financial managers. The type I would like to become is the Chief Financial Officer, or CFO. A CFO is in charge of financial reporting and overseeing financial managers in lower positions. In order to receive this position, I would need a Master's of Science in Accounting. The reason I've chosen this career is I like dealing with math, numbers, and finances, and also I would like to be able to utilize my leadership skills. As a CFO, you would have to work with the heads of other departments of the corporation to construct a logical budget that works out for everybody. My top 3 career picks were financial manager, CEO, and accountant. As you know, I've chosen financial manager, and the reason I liked CEO is I would get to deal with finances and utilize my leadership skills. But the reason I didn't choose it is I don't think I would be very good at the marketing part of the company. I also chose accountant because I would get to deal with money and finances, but I would not get to utilize my leadership skills, and the salary is much lower. As you know, the opportunity cost is the highest valued incentive that you have, alternative that you have to give up to get your first choice. In this case, my opportunity cost was becoming a CEO. I gave up the higher salary that a CEO makes so I would be able to enjoy my job more. Some positive and negative incentives I had for becoming a CFO were, the positive ones were high pay, low injury risk, and respect from the public if I'd like to run for political office. Some negative incentives are long hours, sitting at a desk all day, and having to pay for a college degree. Now I'd like to discuss my budget. On my budget, I had to give a student estimate before I did any research. My parents had to give an estimate on what they thought each item would be, and I had to find my actual budget. All 3 of those were very different from each other. An example is, on my student estimate, I estimated that I would spend $10 a month on toiletries, and my mom said that I would spend close to $50. On my actual budget, it came out to close to $20. On my student estimate, I estimated that I would spend $200 a month on taxes. On my actual budget, it came out to $1,500. I think it is important that we set budgets so that we don't accidentally spend too much money and have to go into debt. I've created a pie chart showing my monthly budget, and as you can see, this green area here is my discretionary, and it's the highest item because I'm not spending much on other items, and all of the funds that I have not spent on other things is going into my savings account, which falls under my discretionary. Savings account, the money in your savings account can be used for things like retirement and big purchases, such as a car or a house. My second highest item was taxes, because the more money you make, the more you get charged for taxes. It is not a constant percentage rate. The percent that you pay for taxes goes up as your income gets higher. I make $95,000 a year and receive a monthly paycheck of $7,916. Some other items I have are transportation, food, utilities, school loans, medical insurance, and toiletries. Some trade-offs I had to make on my budget were buying a new car. A new car is nicer, cleaner, and will last longer, but you have to pay more for the car itself and the insurance on the vehicle. Another trade-off I made was living in a nice apartment. You have to pay more for rent, but nicer apartments are cleaner and more secure. Third trade-off I made was living in Texas. I would not get to be close to family, and you have to pay more for rent because real estate property tax is high, and the landlords pass some of that cost on to you. But you do not have to pay state income tax, auto property tax, or tax on grocery items. In order to become a CFO, I need a degree in accounting. I've decided that I'd like to receive this degree from Kansas State University. The reason I've chosen this is most of my family has attended the university, and my uncle received his accounting degree from there also. While I'm on campus, I would like to join a fraternity. I feel that this would create good opportunities in the future for me, because if there's an alum at your workplace, they can put in a good word for you, and it's very likely that you'll receive the position. If you would like to get a position, you have to write a resume and a letter of application. On your resume, you have to have qualifications, and those include previous work experiences. Some previous work experiences I have are being a clerk at the Heston Pharmacy. This will teach me good people skills and how to make quick calculations involving money. Another qualification I have is being an intern at an accounting firm in Manhattan, Kansas. I would get to see what being an accountant is like in real life. On my letter of application, I'm applying for a financial manager position at ExxonMobil, which is an oil company based out of Dallas, Texas. First, you have to compliment the company, saying that it's a great place for you to work and a good business in general. Then you have to describe how it's a perfect fit for you, I feel that this position is a perfect fit for me. And then you have to thank the human resource officer for taking time out of their day to consider you for the position. Before I wrote my letter of application and resume, I had to do research on what this career is. I did most of my research online, well, all of my research online, and the websites I used were BLS.gov and their Occupational Outlook Handbook to see what the career is like. I used Investopedia's description of a CFO. I used the Wall Street Journal's CFO Journal. I used the CFO Council's website, and I used Indeed's description of CFO. I also used 2 articles which were all from my websites that I used. Thank you all for taking time out of your day to listen to my speech. Have a great afternoon, and is there any questions?